Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tail of the tape. Up first, Steel Jaw. Up against them, Old Dog. Now, this could go the distance, but again, this is the heavyweight division where one punch could end it in a split second.
We'll be talking about this.
First up, we have the United States of America. They'll be facing...
This bout is scheduled for it.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Jab does not score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Parries that jab away. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. So much for defensive abilities. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to...
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're at a reach disadvantage, you want to get out of the middle of the ring and push your opponent to get pulled right there. The corner's got to take a good look at... And down goes Old Dog. We need to see how to Again, some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you still want to fight.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
That counter punch caught him clean. Do you believe what we're seeing? They have no respect for each other's punching power. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Catch and shoot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Done with that counter shot. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
There's a lot of weight there to give away, and if you're giving it away that weight, you've got to use it to the maximum because you've got to be smart. Every shot hurts. It's not about skill, it's more about power.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is a high-octane battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be in here. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. And we may see a stoppage here. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
On to the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. These two were made for each other. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Don't be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain, bro.
The straight right just misses. That hook won't score. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Defense is not an option for these two. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. No rest for the weary. He scores with the counter. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Back and forth they go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? That's another scoring shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Did you see that? What's the referee thinking right now? And down goes Steel Jaw. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
This boxing back together. I've been close to this.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Gotta let your hands go. Nice counter. You'd like to see more jabs. confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The courage on display here is... Did you see that? Why weren't they more cautious? And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Just missed with that hook. A perfect counter shot. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right.
On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you
That uppercut misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh my, that's a game changer. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. What a massive upset this would be. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How?
Nothing else he could do there but take a knee to stop the beating.
That was really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. both of these heavyweights. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. He's a
And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a... Whoa, wait a minute! You're always... It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.